Hello,
Yo,
peoples of the internet.
hello, internet peoples.
How's everybody? How are you, Costas?
I'm not everybody, but thank you for asking us. Fools. Wait, what happened? That's it was a coffee. Yeah, I mean, I'm having coffee. Hey, it's Matt.
Hello.
Hello, Matt. Oh, what am I doing here? Oh, I have After Effects open today because we changed that blonde guy to darker skin tone guy because everyone was white in the game, and then and we tested the demo, and after playing for 40 times, we missed that guy. He was still white. So now this has to be changed because the cutscenes I make them in After Effects. I mean, some of them I make them in After Effects. I used to. Probably have to keep doing that at some point, especially the really complicated ones. Imagine waking up before 9, literally criminal. I really agree with that, Tabor. It's probably like your wife is like and she works at the hospital, so I'm guessing she has a lot of shifts. So I guess she wakes up before 6 regularly, right? Just saying, weird people, right?
Yeah, my friend's a nurse, and she's. I don't know, she works from like 6 or gets up at 6, works from like 7 to like 9 p.m. or something ridiculous. Or 6 to 9, like a super long shift.
Stream cut off. What's changing? It's changing that that guy, the blonde guy. Like I think, well, you played the demo. Thank you for that. That blonde guy shouldn't be blonde, so I'm changing the sprites.
Yeah,
Netflix
it's
is
not
waking up
even as.
naturally at 5:40 every morning. Holy fucking shit balls! Despite my alarm being 5:45.
Well, yeah, when I have an alarm on, I normally am aware it's going to go off, and I always tend to wake up before it. Um,
Yeah, it's like
yeah,
your
so
circadian rhythm
changing
or whatever.
updating the sprites for that the first hunter isn't as simple as just updating the sprites because it's a video that Costas made in After Effects, so he needs to change it and then re-export the whole thing, and then we have to re-import it.
It's a
Oh
PNG
god,
sequence, yeah.
there's such a long
Oh, the Lux
long
Tux shift starts
PNG
at 6.
sequence.
Okay, so you have 45 minutes to wake up, or
Oh god, Costas. that's actually going to be
Oh,
hell to replace in AGS.
what is?
What you're doing right now. I'm wondering if it's a matter of
Why?
delete because it's like thousands of images. I don't know how many it is. It's a
Can
lot of
we
images.
try? Can we
Sorry, the internet's
this
cutting you
time?
out. What did you say?
Can we try this video? OGZ, whatever. No, it's what's it called? Not OGZ.
You can talk to Matt
Can
about
we
it.
try
I
this video format?
don't think
Matt has
it's.
said that in the past
I
that it
don't
works
think
on
it's
AGS.
super necessary because it works as an image
Yeah,
sequence.
but you said
I said what? It was difficult to replace. I think it's just a matter of deleting it and then re-importing it. Because otherwise you have to like,
okay.
because it doesn't pick up on the same location of the file.
Oh, Matt agrees that we should do this as a video. Also, if you do it as a
Yeah, okay,
video,
try it.
you have better like syncing with sound. Otherwise, you're kind of like guessing. I guess you do it, you don't, but
Oh yeah, how did we do the sound?
I have no idea.
Huh. Red
Oh, Daver's
tidying.
glad he's red tidying, which means recording, and
Red tidying. This is
so
super
good, so
helpful.
good.
I only
Yeah, it
watched
was.
up until the hunt. But yeah, it's very helpful, especially to see where you get stuck and just anything in general. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like obviously it wasn't a new.
Oh, sorry,
Don't want to
Casas, it
spoil it,
cut
but
you
there was a.
out.
Okay, it keeps cutting me out, and no one hears me, so I don't know when to talk.
Yeah, I know. I honestly don't know what to do to fix my internet. I just don't. I think it's not possible. It's just gonna be shit until I move.
Yeah, they were like there was a puzzle with the old lady that you shouldn't be able to go back to like the previous areas, and at the moment you want because like that confuses the player to think that they have something to do. But we couldn't find a way to block it logically, so we kind of left it for now. But I see that we have to block it now. This is just like adds extra complication for no reason.
Yeah, especially
So
it's the very
it
first.
was I hope.
It's the very first puzzle of the game. It should be contained and relatively easy to do.
Plus, yeah, you couldn't find the hotspot of the what to do with a Zug thingy, so that we should change that too.
Um,
So it was like there were some things we anticipated, but now they're yeah, it's a little more like we've anticipated both of these problems, but they were even more clear now. Right, Sarah?
yeah. They also doesn't that rearrange all the view orders in AGS? Do you mean if I delete it and re-put it in? I don't know. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Okay. Man, this file I've been working since 2019 with like Theropods and it's like has so much stuff that it's lagging like crazy. And I wouldn't have thought that a file with like really
That's
low pixel art would be lagging.
that's what I mean as well. It lags. So, but for me, when I open it in AGS and like I go to the folder with the image sequence in it, it like freezes AGS for a slight moment and takes ages to like load that folder when I
It takes
accidentally
ages.
click it.
Hope you find the inventory bug. I couldn't replicate it, but it was important. Is that the one where you can see arrows? You mean because that's basically
No, I
it
don't.
ignore.
No, I'm guessing Devo means when he can't open it, and I don't actually know when that does happen. I haven't got to that point in the video yet. But the
Also,
arrow
they were
one's
there were
fixed.
more bugs you haven't discovered that we were fixing that we discovered, and we were like, actually, I saw it happening, but you were leaving the room at the time, so it didn't happen. You didn't have
You
time to
didn't
see it, but
notice
I was
it.
like, oh no, I can see it happening there. So it was even more useful than you can imagine. And actually, it was like it didn't seem like you had played the second part of it, which was the hunt, because that's our actual demo. But even that was helpful because I saw like even more things I wanted to change there. But it was nice, Sarah, because like Dave was the first person I see playing, and now he knows like he looked at the village and he was like, oh no, all these people wait for me to like bring food back, and like now that you've met all the villagers, you know where you're going back to. So that was kind of cool. Because before that, you didn't even know what this village was in the previous demo.
But yeah, I hope the overall feel of the game felt good.
Yeah, I really like the playtime too. I didn't expect like 20 minutes for the beginning, 20 to 30 minutes for the second part. So that's like a good chunk of 40 to 50 minutes for a
Oh,
demo,
but
right?
it
That's pretty good.
shouldn't take quite as long as that if we fix things, because a lot of that was him being stuck.
True.
Um, which obviously getting stuck is inevitable. You kind of expect it in games like that, but
Yeah, but
it
not
should
because of
be
our
it should
program
be it should be
negligence.
smoother than that. So I don't think it should take quite as long as that.
Oh, Bull Shack. Did you?
What?
What did I do with this hunter that you sent me?
It's up and drive, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I downloaded it.
Um,
The Logstocks will do it faster. Well, it
okay.
wasn't up to you though. Like I'm saying, many things were our issues. Like we didn't give you good enough. We just overcomplicated things without needing to.
Yeah, yeah, totally. Yeah, it's like oh.
Like I tend not to blame the players unless they they're sick, but that's not sick at all. That's like some people were like, oh, I can see that. I was like, fucking, you've never played point and click.
Also,
Um,
I was like slightly confused why you didn't. Oh, it's a spoilers now. I'm gonna say it anyways.
and you say
Huh?
sending good vibes your way. Thanks, Orange. Hello.
I'm
Thanks. Sending
surprised you
it back.
didn't
I mean, mine,
try
not yours.
using the thing on the water. I'm trying to be like not obvious,
I don't even know what you're talking about now.
but like you know when the old lady drops the jug of water.
Oh, I thought you did.
I
Yeah,
think
because it had
Dable
because it's been
forgot that
yeah,
there
it's been
was water in it, because like we talked about this before about potentially doing like a wet patch on the ground where it had like
yeah,
smashed, and I think that
and
had helped.
also
Hmm.
also I think sound effect of water would help too. Like at the time it happens,
Yeah, true, true.
makes sense.
Yeah, but
Like
then it's
I
nice to
think
have
sound is
something
gonna help so much.
permanently there as well to remind you. Hi, that's right with
Totally forgot I had water.
orange.
Yeah, we're thinking of adding a
Yeah.
patch there, which actually already has a patch, Sarah, like as a frame when it's broken. Uh, but I
Oh,
mean,
right.
if you remove the
I thought you
stuff,
meant like a patch to fix something. Yeah.
no, it's like, yeah, Sarah, where's the next patch of the game? That's what we call it, patches, not like the actual game. Um, yeah, there's a patch of water, but that's only like it's baked with a jug, so yeah, we need to paint it behind that to like add a frame.
Paint it.
But also, like, yeah, I think the patch is gonna also help because I anticipate some people not seeing the jug on the ground because it kind of blends in. I know it hasn't happened yet, but that's my theory. Yeah, I've sort of like, I don't know if it's gonna work out. I've out not outsourced. I've sent like the script of all the different voice acting to a friend of mine that's really good at voice acting. Hopefully, this is what we need, but we'll see. He's a master pro at voice acting, so I'm pretty sure he's gonna do something good. I spent some time. I recorded like basically me playing the game, and then in every line that I was describing that we wanted, I added the time clip from like the YouTube video that I uploaded of the playthrough, so that they know exactly the actions. I think that should help. Ooh, your wife says was fun. Yeah, thanks for playing. We couldn't hear her your video too well. Also, Dad had scary beady eyeballs. Did he?
Well, I guess
Could
think
be more than a
his eyes
crystal.
are white, aren't they? Like, are they? I feel like they shouldn't be
Isn't
white
everyone?
because no
Oh,
one
is
has
that
white
female?
eyes except for him.
Oh,
We
no,
should
I didn't
probably
actually
change
notice
that.
that. I didn't actually notice that. She's probably saying that after having done all of the eyeballs.
Yeah, because that's how you. Yeah, you normally draw eyes like just being white, and that's probably how it started. Maybe it was one of the. Maybe it's not the first one we drew. We drew the Amazon. I don't know.
Yeah, I usually draw them. No, the Amazon is like green eyed or something, right?
Yeah, no, I know that.
It's pretty quiet in recording. Wait, where the fuck is my Deluxe Stocks? If you're here, we're also waiting for your feedback if you want to play the game. Because actually, we sent you guys a wheat transfer link and it's gonna expire, I think, today or tomorrow. So please download it if you can. Where's this guy? Oh, why
Re-download
did
it.
my mind went blank? Or maybe you sent him to me and I was like, cool, I got him, and I didn't.
Just re-download it.
Yeah, if I can find Hunter, I'm just gonna type Hunter.
Ugh, I don't know why it's doing so difficult to do.
There we go. Tomorrow expires, I think.
Yeah, I think I might have said tomorrow, but it might technically be Saturday. I don't know. It said like 6 days, but we can always re-upload if we need to. But
Yeah,
ideally, it'd be
okay.
better to get now.
Okay. So I downloaded, but apparently I didn't. Let's get you. I've been playing Norco more lately. I think I'm like more than halfway through. You know that game that Raw Fury released? That's kind of like
Uh,
first persony and pixel art, but not pixel perfect because they have a lot of fonts and effects and stuff.
I don't know it. No. The name rings a bell because I think you've mentioned it.
You know, and I keep telling you every time. It has really pretty pixel art. It's just like at first I didn't want to play it because it wasn't pixel perfect and it's not third person. It's kind of first person. Does that make sense?
Okay.
You know, like that demo of the Cosmic Voids game we played in space, Blood Nova,
Oh yeah.
where everything is like first person. You go from
Right.
room to room and you click on stuff and you have dialogue with people.
Mhm.
So it's kind of like that,
Oops.
but like way higher pixel resolution, not that chunky, which I like,
Mhm.
and not limited colors like the other game. Um, but also it has some really cool mechanics and like some nice things that I haven't seen in other games. Some quick time events for action that are not that hard,
What kind of game
and
is it?
the world and story is really pretty. It's kind of like a post-apocalyptic game, but like it takes so much time to like set up the world that it's like really pretty. The writing is really good. I really enjoy it.
Nice.
And it has a interesting way to like tell the story. Like you find out later that it's kind of actually two characters in two different timelines that you're playing as, and it goes from one to the other, kind of like chapter wise. So it's
Okay.
kind of that's really cool. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm really enjoying it. Actually, mostly walking people are playing it. If you want to have a look.
Wait, it's a point and click. Sorry, I like completely.
I mean,
It's an
kind of.
adventure
If
game. Okay.
if Cosmic Voids game like Blood Nova was a point and click, then it's the same nature of point and click.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um.
Oh, thanks, Deluxe Ducks. Nice. Yeah,
There's.
you can either like we have a questionnaire. I don't know if you saw this, so you can either fill that. I don't know if recording helps you. Up to you. OG. Speaking of mechanics, OG OMG. Speaking of mechanics, I think I figured out a short but doable mechanics idea for Jam next month. Noise.
Woohoo! That's exciting.
June, huh?
Ooh,
Let's
so we're
have
gonna
play
have
this
games to
weekend.
play next month, or whenever. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What does Dave will say? Any possibility of the berry jar shaking? Oh, we only randomly found the hot spot. IIRC.
The berry. You mean the
In
berry basket?
um yeah.
Oh, I don't think. I mean, I think you randomly found it, but then again, if you would have found it,
Yeah,
I
but I
think.
think that he shook it after finding the child, which I guess technically it shouldn't be active anymore by that point. But like the thing is, yeah, we initially like wanted multiple, if I recall correctly. Thank you. um
IRC. Holy fucking shit balls.
Mad. You should totally take part. Do like a teensy little game. Um Yeah, we did initially want like multiple baskets and that you sort of shake each one and then, finally, unless you do the thing, well, I don't know if that's mean. Costas, how you like to kick a branch 3 times before something happens. That sort of
Yeah.
thing. Shake the basket like a certain number of times. Um,
I think having the second basket move is kind of an
yeah,
indication,
but
though.
the second basket is not the primary basket. It's the primary because you don't see the whole of it. Like I feel like the one the child's in is the one that's more obvious that you click on first. But yeah, I don't know if that matters.
But I feel like if people are gonna, I don't know. I
Oh,
don't think it
oh,
needs a 3 times thing, but
or I don't know
it
if it's
could shake
confusing or
by
not,
itself.
but imagine if before the child hides in it, you can shake both baskets just for the lols
Yeah, it would be nice.
from the start, and then
That would work.
it's interactable. It might
Yeah,
confuse you for
yeah,
other puzzles. Hopefully not. We could try that out. I kind of like that.
yeah, yeah. That's true. It's
Matt's
interesting also how Davor thought that the other two kids must be like on the main square. I'm kind of spoiling that, but oh, Matt is going camping.
Matt says I should probably
Nice.
concentrate on working. Plus, I'm going camping in first week of June,
I
which I
should
haven't.
probably.
Oh
I should
yeah.
concentrate. I should concentrate on working, but I'm gonna be on holidays. That was the.
Yeah. When is Adventure Jam? Is it first month? Oh, I guess if you're taking holiday, then it's like need more time to work. Okay. Eventually, we'll have time to do a jam. Because I'd like to do
Oh
a
no!
jam again at some point. What?
I said replace this hunter, and he got replaced with nothing.
Undo.
Okay.
What does Dave say?
Uh,
Having a day-night cycle where day is non-lethal planning slash setup, night is lethal, but retcons as a thought
that sounds
experiment
interesting,
day if
and
you
also not an
die.
adventure game. So what the hell is going on with your?
It does sound interesting.
Last time you played Norco, you were the one who was praising it.
Costas, what are your thoughts on this dinosaur?
My thoughts on this
Other
dinosaur.
than, hold on, every time.
It
Costas, look at
shouldn't
this. No,
shouldn't ha-
wait, don't look.
it shouldn't have a white hat. His eyeball is moving lower.
There's no white hat. What are you talking about?
Yellow hat. His eyeball is moving lower for 1 frame.
Oh, it's playing the wrong
Oh,
thing.
did you literally draw one leaf for him? I was kind of thinking like a mossy kind of like thing or whatever. Oh, the Zum is a heist. Really? I played through about a quarter of Norcos as Deluxe Stocks. That's about when I got busy and enjoyed what I played. Nice. I played more. Finally, I'm beating Deluxe Stocks and playing a game.
Yeah,
The
I
snout is
agree,
really high when the
Dave.
mouth is closed.
That's what I was trying to fix.
It's a weird animation. Okay, what's going on with this hunter? Maybe because I replace what is file. Hunter 2. Oh, I don't want a PNG sequence. I just want this. Is it gonna do anything? Yay! Nice. Oh my god, he's so dark now. You can see him. But...
Ugh, this animation.
Also, Norco has a really nice soundtrack, and I'm listening to it right now. Hunter 1 alert. Nice. Okay. You have to do this manually for everything. Hunter 1 alert 1. Okay. So, like in day phase, you have to plant a dagger somewhere to use in night phase, as they were. With TOB, social engineer, in day to learn a password for night. Well, I'm gonna take your word for it, and I'm gonna play this after you're done, and I'm gonna figure out exactly what you mean then. Are you gonna do everything by yourself, or are you gonna have collabs? These with music folks. Sorry, I told you how Harry wants to make a point and click game up.
Mm-hmm.
Thing is, I think he like Matt worked on an adventure game with Yoel, who they're making a game together anyway. When Matt did watercolors, and Yoel was the programmer, and I know Yoel is like he knows Harry, like they chat frequently, so who's gonna point each other.
Click them too.
If I need a programmer, I mean, like these guys can talk, but it would be amazing to see Harry doing it. Like I was telling him basically how like you know how detailed he is with animation and all that. Like if you actually do an adventure game, you basically like even Curse of Monkey Island we're seeing like they have like what like not too many different ways of animation, not too many different animations for the main character when they talk. They change some expressions and it still feels fresh. Like it's still some animations, but it's nothing like compared to a cartoon that's like fully animated.
Hmm.
So you can do like a lot of art and get away with not doing like shit tons of art. It still works. Okay, so that's the hunter. Can you see how hard it is to be able to discern who he is? Or...
I think it'll be fine.
Okay, I mean let's do this, and if not, then I'm gonna add a sun ray behind him, and we're gonna figure it out.
Hi,
Hey,
Jim.
it's Jim. Yo, Jim. I have a friend who sent me this incredibly detailed, ambitious plan for a game, Deluxe X, with a dozen complex mechanics, and he was like, "Help me make this game." Nice. But why did Davor send you all this information? I don't think he's touched the project since. Nice. Oh, nice. Thanks, Jim. Jim
I
is on
didn't.
Discord.
No,
Jim, by the way, if you want, you should download the game today because the link is gonna expire.
I didn't realize Jim is in the chat because he didn't do the normal things that he does when he joins.
Yeah, but don't say that because I was thinking about
No,
that.
I
But
had to say it.
no, because when you have to say it, the fucking shit is gonna happen.
That's the hope.
Thanks for downloading it. I'm gonna take this things back now immediately.
That's more like it.
No, it's less like it.
Sorry, I'm a little slow today.
No, more shit.
This monkey in my pocket just plays super quietly.
Why is Sarah silencing monkey in her pocket?
Oh, I can't fix that right now. Why is it quiet? It was really quiet. Unless it's because I played with audio volumes yesterday because Costas was super quiet. But if anything, I should have made it louder. I think I can only up the volume on the website, which I cannot do without killing stream. So I will try and remember to do that next time.
Let's kill the stream.
Oops. This dinosaur is super annoying. Like, it was annoying to do because like, it was a lot of frames, but it's fun because I haven't done dinosaurs in a while. But I've done every frame, and then when you like look at it
In a while.
play it back like frame by frame, the tiny little things that are different makes it look really bad. A bit annoying.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, it totally needs to blow out your eardrums. I will up the volume next time.
Unless it, yeah, if it doesn't make you taste metal, it's not.
Taste metal.
Yeah, that's what the barber was saying.
Oh. What is Durdle door?
Excuse me.
What is Durdle door? Jim says, I was away for the last few days, still recovering. Went to Bournemouth and saw Durdle door.
Sounds like Dumbledore's
Yeah.
cousin.
Cousin. Things are good with us. They be fine.
Sneep kills Dumbledore.
Snape. A durdle tour to the durdle door. It's a geological foundation by the coast that looks like a big arch. I was thinking.
Everyone knows a Dumbledore.
That sounds cool. My friend's from Bournemouth. I might ask her about that. Get her to take me to the Durdle door. Durdle. Why is it called Durdle door? It's such a weird
No,
name.
it sounds ridiculous.
Durdle door of Bournemouth. Wait, also I need to do what is the name of the thing? Trigger fire.
Burbledore.
Trigger fire.
Ermagerd. That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
Pocket.
Ermagerd is a Durdledore.
Ermagerd, Durdledore.
Hey Sarah, do you like our new guy here? Our updated guy?
Nice.
That was easy.
I'm gonna turn into a dog just to see what the sound of that's like. Just need to.
No!
I have to. I have to.
Oh! Oh my god.
Yeah, I think the whole trigger fire is quiet right now.
Durdledore. I like how it looks like I'm morphing into the dog. Shades into my face for some reason.
Like the super weird books from the 90s. Do you remember those? Did you even read them? Don't remember what it was called.
Super nice books from the 90s. Do you remember those?
Not nice. Super weird books. It was like humans or teenagers, I guess, that why are you a dog for so long?
Exactly.
You permanently a dog? What's happening? Okay, so
No.
what am I trying to say? Oh yeah, so it's a book from this like series of books from the 90s where like they were teenagers and they turn into animals. Morph something maybe. But like the covers were super weird. It would show like a human and like the same picture repeated like loads of times, kind of like half faded onto each other, but they'd be going slowly more into an animal. But there'd be ones where like they changed into dolphins and something stupid stuff. Animorphs, there we go. I don't know if I read them. I must have read some, but they were in a library at school.
No idea what that is.
Look it up. Look it up. They look super weird. The covers of the books.
I know that is because Jacob Janerka did a version of him, a voice actor of his turning into the character he was voice acting, and it looked like that, kind of ridiculous. But I didn't know. Holy shit! There's a boy turning into a cobra. That looks ridiculously bad. Oh my god! There's so many nightmare shit here. It's a girl morphing into a bear.
Yeah, that's super weird. The dolphin one looked weird, and there's like weird insect ones as well, I think.
Okay, enough internet for today. Am I done with that? It looks like I'm done. Oh, wait. I have an idea. I haven't told you. our friend Harry, he said he was gonna go see Doctor Strange, and apparently, a friend of his sister was an extra in the film, right?
Friend of his
So,
sister. Oh, okay. Yeah.
so his mom was like, "Oh, I want to come along too. Maybe I'll see her in it." And she was like, "Oh, is he gonna spot her in like the entire film, just an extra walking in the back?"
Yeah.
Like his mom's confidence that he was gonna see her in the film. Oh, what a Doctor Strange notion this is. I was an extra in the movie, but not in this universe, says Jen. Was that part of the multiverse, your character?
Hoi, 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 hoi.
Yeah, yo, yo, yo. Sarah,
Hello.
I had an idea. Okay, that's not good. It looks shitty.
Yeah, I have an idea. Yeah, that's not good at you having ideas.
No.
What looks shitty? What the heck are you doing? What is
I'm
that
making.
shape?
Okay. I'm thinking. Okay, so let's take this, but imagine if it was
Dangerous.
good. So
What the hell?
so imagine we like every time that the screen the times change or there's like you go to a different area, right? Like
Times change.
when the game starts and you sort of like go from the past to the present and there's like a black screen in between,
Oh, okay.
and when you leave the village after you get your spear and you go to the hunt and there's an in between. I was well, fuck the spear actually. I was thinking, what if there's
Oh,
like a
it's a
little
shitty loading
logo?
screen.
Yeah, like it's not loading, but it's kind of like a thing that prepares you for like what's coming next with like a mysterious way.
Sure.
Imagine if this is I literally shrunk down the dinosaur here, but
Yeah.
it sort of looks like the logo
I
from
think we
Theropods,
take
the
the dinosaur.
dinosaur.
I think we take the dinosaur from the logo or something like that. Yeah, we could do
Yeah,
something
but
like that.
it's not exactly like the same screen for everything. I was thinking we do
A
this
different dino for
for
everything.
no,
Yeah,
not different dino.
sure.
Kind of like something within the context of what's to come. So like a
What
little bit of a
sections
teaser.
would that happen in?
So, for example, now I think after the intro with a little girl, something like appears like that,
Mm.
so that it indicates like some time has passed. Um, and then we do this right after the once he gets a spear. So this is sort of indicating the people like it's a new chapter to a book or something. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like in film language, we would have to like fade to black anyway, wait for a few
Okay.
seconds, and then go back to the screen that we need. So
Yeah.
I thought maybe we don't just do that, which is like it's fine, but it's kind of boring. We maybe add a little of a mysterious, you know, thing like a dinosaur outline, and then people are like, "Ooh, what's gonna come here?"
Yeah, we could do something
Yeah,
like that.
so I
Have it
can make a
slightly
couple of
animated. Can
okay,
I do it?
if you want.
Thank you.
Yeah, if you want, we just need two screens. We need one for after the little girl to when she wakes up to the cave, and one that connects the hunt. I was doing now. If you can think of two, then we're done for now.
Hello, Vortexy.
Hello, Vortex C Prime.
Vortexy.
I see Vortex C is
Vortexy.
updated the Prime version of Twitch. That's why his name is that.
It was
Huh? Oh,
always
good
Prime.
joke.
What the heck? No, bad joke. Bad dog.
Prime concern. No.
Bad dog.
Wait, I'm missing Jim's jokes. We are
Oh, I
missing
missed it.
everyone's
What?
jokes. I remember playing around with the morphing software. It was funny versions of them. I was an extra, not in the universe. Matt is saying the multiverse of madness. Excellent joke, Matt. I saw Everything Everywhere All at Once, which is another multiverse movie. It's very weird. It is very weird, but quite impressive. I actually really want to see that. Everyone who's seen it, they say it's amazing. I'm not sure if it's available online or you have to go to cinema. Otherwise, I have to wait a little bit. Multiverse of mattress. Nothing else matters. Only this joke. I want to watch that Jeff
Oh
transition
my god, did you
screen.
just say that? Or was that someone else who said that?
I said that.
It's funny if someone else said it, it's not if you said it.
Why am I? It's not funny that I'm a dog, okay?
It's not funny that you're a dog.
Ooh, I see Vortex C Prime sent us a little link here on Discord. Thank you. Obviously, I can play right now, but it's exciting. Like from the file name, it looks like you're sending us a copy of Windows to install.
This is so frustrating.
Hey guys, you see new Amanita design games coming out?
And you Simon the
Nice,
Sorcerer,
nice,
you
nice,
said,
nice,
right?
nice, nice, nice. Huh?
And you Simon the Sorcerer?
Oh yeah,
Is
that
what
too.
is?
But that looks for babies, like the way I saw
Oh, really?
the art looking. I mean, I don't know. That's the vibe I was getting. It looks like a Super Kiddies game. It looks pretty though. What's happening this year? It's like new Simon the Sorcerer, new Monkey Island. There, people are like, yeah, let's get back to it, man. Okay, should I maybe export this again or?
If you're
But
finished,
as a video is my point.
ask Matt for what it needs to be.
I think I've done this in the past, but let's see.
I mean, I've never put a video file in before though. So
Matt, should I export the video and then we see where we go from there? Matt, it's because adventure games aren't dead anymore. They were always dead, Matt, unless they weren't. If adventure games are not dead, then what are journalists gonna post whenever they feel like? You know, every couple of years there comes an article saying adventure games are dead. Part of the millennials of money trend. Yeah, if you guys could like buy less avocado toast, we could have more adventure games. Let's see. We go to best setting. Best setting is. Wait. Where's the little window I'm looking for? There we go. We go to draft. We click OK. Then we. Actually, what do we do? Let's not get crazy here. They were.
Is this better?
OGG video, I see.
Oh wait, no, don't look.
Is this better? Don't look. Let's have another round of is this better? Oh no, don't look by Sarah. Does do AVI or MPEG but lol. What? I mean, I'm gonna export an MP4 and then I'm gonna use an online converter to change it into an OGG.
But you can't do OGG from that. What's it called? After Effects.
Possibly, but it's easier that way.
I think it would be cool.
Just Simon the Sorcerer. Just watch the Simon the Sorcerer Origins trailer. Not a fan of the art style. It looks like a Saturday morning cartoon. The original was beautiful. I mean, I like Saturday morning cartoons, but it feels like it's a little bit choppy and like I don't know. It had weird. What is a lol file?
Dot lol. A dot ruffles. Oh, lots of love file. Oh.
Well, yeah, lots of love files.
The heck?
Wait, where am I exporting this? I don't want an AVI. I mean, wait. Is there anything on lines AVI to OGG converter? Excellent. Okay, let's see. Second question is how long is this? How big is this file? Well, the thing is, there's a special way to export uh, pixel perfect stuff from After Effects. Other ways to get blurry. Actually, let's try the Adobe Media Encoder. Maybe that helps. I like the new Simon Arts as they were. I like it too. I just don't like
I haven't super looked at it.
the vibes it's giving me of a children's game. Because like the previous one looked more like, sassy than this one, the
Sassy?
original. Yeah, I had like cool jokes and stuff. It was a little bit more. Dexter Stardust has a sort of Saturday morning cartoon feel, but I love it. Yeah, I like the look of that game. Is that game?
Is that game what?
Is it? It looks really good, but it's an indie adventure game of like 5 chapters, I believe, or something crazy like that.
Anything is
Anything
better
is
than
better than Simon
Simon
3D.
3D.
Anything is better than any adventure game 3D. That's what. That's what killed the adventure games. 3D shittiness. That's why they're dead now, right, Matt? Matt has always said that they're dead. Okay, stop this conversation. Grim Fandango. That's the exception. But Grim Fandango, right? It's a special like art style because they're all like blocky bones anyway. So they made it stylized and it works.
Blocky
Not the
bones.
tank controls, but let's not dwell on that. Anything with a suffix 3D is gonna make you wish they weren't 3D. What was the one masterpiece? Vortexy Prime? Is that the Grim Fandango? Siberia 4 is a 3D adventure game. That game is gorgeous. Yeah, they work within the limitations. Grom Fandango is the only one, since they were. Grom. Um, Eva Render. Virtual headlight on the Sega Saturn.
That's virtual
Holy
highlight.
shit. Huh?
What's virtual highlight?
I don't know. I barely know what Sega Saturn is. What about Duke Nukem 3D? Rocky's quite beautiful as well. Deluxe X, I'm pretty sure we're not talking about recent 3D games. We're talking about turn of the century 3D games that were shitty. Shenmue.
Does that sound come from you?
Oh, apparently.
Are you listening to music?
Yeah, that was After Effects.
Oh, okay, because you're sharing the application, right? So it's only.
Are you listening to music? You should stop this right now.
Yeah, but
I am listening to music, but I'm not sharing it with you.
Yeah, that's why I'm confused.
Yeah.
But it's just from the application.
Yes, it is the application. Let's see what does the file says of what I've done. This is a render sound. Intro cutscene. Oh, it's only 2.78 fucking gigabytes. Okay. Let's see. What?
The size. What the heck?
Yeah, that's because like I'm doing this exporting thing, which is Okay. Maybe if I try my other workflow, it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be bullshit. Let's try the media encoder again. Vortex Prime is sharing with us super highlight. Well, if the Angry Video Game Nerd is reviewing it, then does not imply that it's not very good.
Maybe it's so bad it's good though.
Hey, have I told you guys that the Adventure Game Nerd was on
the Adventure Game Nerd?
The Adventure Game Nerd, Angry Video Game Nerd, the Adventure Video Game Nerd. He was in a panel, like a judge's panel, for a film contest that I sent a video to like more than 15 years ago, and we got the best cinematography award. But I'm just happy at the thought that he was one of my shit.
One of your shit. What the hell?
Yes. Well, it was kind of shitty the film, but
What film is this?
Crimson Forest.
Uh,
It was a short
That's
short film I
funny.
made. Yeah, I
Castles,
mean
tell.
he was on the jury, and they definitely like what's my film because they gave it an award, so I'm assuming he was it. Adventure Game Nerd's dead brother. Yeah, it's because Adventure Games are dead, so he died too. Uh, intro hunt nomadic. It's a real honor, cause I was proud of you. Thank you. I was happy to. Okay, that doesn't look blurry at the moment, so maybe we got away with it. Did we get away with murder? Murder? Or murdered?
There's new only murders in the building coming soon.
Seriously? Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty fast.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yay!
Drawing.
No pixel perfectness. Excellent. Okay. So I did
Yay,
it.
no
So now,
pixel perfectness.
so now we're going to not AVI. So wait, MP4 to OGG. MP4. OGG.
Wait, where's your where's your avatar? Oh, there's a yeah, you're full down. Maybe you're full down? I don't know.
Pull down.
Fall down.
What a fool.
He's hanging out with you.
Thank you for explaining the jokes so people could follow along. No problem, they were.
Have some flies. Are you trying to get back down? Oh my gosh, you're gonna fall. Oh no.
No.
Yay!
Ah, did I have a rant?
It's been a while since the last one. You must have one.
Yeah, I don't like. I like ranting, but now I feel like I don't like
Ranting on demand.
complaining too much.
Oh,
No,
it's
I
fine. It's
don't wanna be a
part of your
person-
character.
I don't want to be a person that complains, okay? But so I'm trying to do that less now. So having said that, I have a pretty good complaint.
Exactly, I knew it. Just embrace it.
Yeah, but then what I don't like is like coming up with like, what should I get pissed off in front of stream? Thank God, like people are not using this anymore. But I don't want to like start thinking of things that piss me off, so I can like vent even if I don't feel the need to.
You always feel the need to.
Yeah, but not if I don't have stuff. No, it's not. It's not a rant. But I was telling Sarah like, I was telling Sarah before stream too about. I'm doing this. You need a pair of fake big white pussy Andy Rooney eyebrows for your rants. I don't know that person, but it sounds ridiculous. Yeah, I'm doing this. I'm doing this video, like a commercial, like a 30-second kind of like bullshit thing. Not like a corporate video, I'm guessing, because it's advertising some kind of software thing. It's so weird when I do those things because people have to like explain to me from the beginning what the hell this is so I can make it. But it's like a 30-minute commercial, a 30-second commercial that we shot.
30
like
minutes
kind of like,
commercial?
no, yeah, okay, 30 seconds. I said it in a second. And the funny thing was like the commercial itself, like all the editing and the acting and all that. That was like the easiest bit, and the hardest bit was them deciding what we need to do about the explanatory graphics on them, which is basically like motion graphics. It's just text, and like they don't know what they want. Like they keep telling us like to have 40 different like things on the screen, and we only have 30 seconds. And they were like, yeah, we need to include all of these, but also we don't need to go over time. And I was like trying to explain them, I can't bend time. Like, how are you gonna have 30 seconds and have all this bullshit you want? Like, you have to compromise. You have to like be on point. And then they didn't really realize that unless when they saw the actual thing and everything going like way too much information, then they decided to do it. So I had to like go back and forth 40 times to because they wouldn't listen to me, like explaining the obvious. And like every time we send them a new version, like the marketing guy is like, "Yeah, then you're gonna send one more, and then we're gonna review it, and then we'll see." And he said that like 4 times, and at some point I wanted to say, "Hey man, fuck off! Like we're not gonna be reviewing the thing like 40 times for you because you can't decide." Like it's insane that we finished 95% of the video in like one go, and then the last 5% just takes us fucking 1 week, right? Like I don't mind this, but like if he suggests like, oh, let's have a blue background and like do this and that, and then I do it, and then he's like, and let's use like the fonts we have available for the brand and all that, and I use it and it's shit because he told me to, and then he's like, oh, that looks like a bad PowerPoint presentation, and I'm like, I know he criticized the work, not me, but I want to say, well, fuck you, you are the one who told me to make the shittiness. Anyway, that's my rant.
Yeah. Working with other people can be hard
Deluxe Duck
sometimes.
saying
Working for
Andy
people.
Rooney was an American TV personality who like. Oh yeah, the last thing they asked us to like give the video in a few different formats today, and one of them was like 360p, and I'm like, where are they? Are they gonna fucking play it on a Tamagotchi? Like, where do they want like tiny resolution for it? Like, it just like wants stuff without even realizing what he's asking. Anyway, Andy Rooney was an American TV personality who like 10,000 years ago, and for decades he did a rant at the end of the popular Sunday morning news show. Okay, that sounds like that film Network, where the guy's ranting like crazy, having a breakdown on TV. We need 12 red lines of different colors that are all perpendicular to each other. Thanks, Dave. Or I hope I was giving you a good rant here. 360 per fucking p. What the hell? When Francisco comes, someone tells him that I ranted because he's gonna be redeeming this. I don't want to repeat myself.
He won't be able to redeem it. It's only once per stream.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought it was only once per person. Yeah.
No, that one's definitely once per stream because yeah, you can only have so many rants.
I like how bit. I like how this rant at Deluxe Duck's length is basically a normal man talking about not understanding new music.
Okay, can you have a look at the dinosaur now? No, wait, don't look. No, you can look.
Yeah, I was ready not to look. Wait, Matt, are you going to be on the OCD file, or are we gonna be, or you don't want to work on this?
Do you want to repeat that? Cause the internet broke you. Also, is Matt definitely listening?
And there ain't no island big enough to get up my broken heart. I like him. Should he?
Oh, you're looking at.
Oh, that's the loopy thing that he needs to do more, right? Like.
Oh yeah, I need this to be okay because obviously the frames I've changed here I haven't repeated, so I need it to know that it's fine before I
think it's okay. There's a bit where his eyeball kind of like pops left and right, but if that can be helped, then I think it's fine. I think the rest is fine.
Okay, Costas said something to you, Matt. Do you want to repeat Costas?
Costas, I repeat Costas. I was saying, can I send you the OGG file of the intro thingy so we just like have a test? Unless you're working on something else, but I'm just wondering.
Oh, you made it an OGG file? That's not just audio?
No, it's not audio. I just realized that there's no audio.
Okay, his eye is not doing left and right now. Is that better? And then I'm gonna flip it and scale it down and see how it works for the other dinosaur, and then change it.
That's how Sarah does pixel art, by the way.
Yeah, that's how I did this one. What did I scale down to get this? Hi, Blue3 Devs. Thank you for the follow.
Yay.
Yeah, what the heck?
Yeah, without the eyeball popping, it's fine.
I'm so confused. That sound effect for someone following used to be super freaking loud. Now that's quiet as well. Oh, I don't know. Dave, when you say the inventory bug, do you mean when it doesn't open?
That's what I asked him too. It's not the arrow thing, right?
Can you specify what you mean by the inventory bug? I guess it is only those two things, though.
The Luxx is like, oh, this clip he sends about Lady Gaga not knowing who she is.
Okay.
He dead now?
Lady Gaga's
I
still
mean,
alive.
he looked like he died like half an hour after this video was recorded. It looks
Yeah,
super
no,
ancient.
open. I haven't recreated that.
Okay,
The
so this
inventory
guy's
not
fine.
opening. Matt, have you recreated that where the inventory doesn't open? I need to recheck your video to find out when that happens because I haven't noticed it from the part that I watched.
Oh, intro ending. Wait, what? Ending camera moves 3. That's the one I want. So I'm gonna say, okay, so you guys see this. This is the ending of the demo, right?
This is the ending of the demo. This is the yes. Sorry.
We had some feedback, but I don't know if I agree that like when like this happens, the oh, what the hell? Where was this? Wait for so long. Why are the sun rays in front of the whiteness?
Shit, seriously? You can't miss it? You had to restart the game? Flippin' heck. Oh, no wonder, like, yeah. That's annoying. Did like, pressing I or escape not even work? Oh, wait, you couldn't open it.
Passed away in the 90s in 2011, in his 90s. But he was broadcasting night right up until he died. I see. So basically, yeah, I have this cutscene, and the Amazon is like, oh, that's a big cutscene. The Amazon comes back. She comes back, then she runs back to run to the village, and then she waits a bit, and she's like, oh, this dinosaur, what should I do? And then she frees him. And then I had some feedback saying maybe she needs to run away, then come back and do this. But what's the difference? Like, I have it already. How do we get this feedback?
She needs to leave the screen and then come back.
Does it really change things? Like, what's the point?
No, I think it's fine.
Yeah, so I didn't do anything with that.
Yeah, leave it. But what was the problem with this cutscene? There was something, right?
Yeah, there was a flashing here, like a random flashing here.
Flash?
Actually, there's a lot of problems here that I see. Like those sun rays are in front of the
foreground.
Foreground.
But what was the actual problem we saw?
Nothing. Something flashed.
Can you play it?
Oh, the sound is all over the place. By the way.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Completely all over the place. There are a lot of animations that are also not frame rate correct in the demo. Okay.
Yeah, I should work for opening the inventory as well, but obviously, yeah, I don't know why the inventory wouldn't open. I shall need to check your video and work it out. Costas, this is the full dinosaur animation. If you say it's good, I can then copy pasty scale downy duplicate dinosaur.
Chitty?
No. Save timey.
Timey in my tummy. Wait a minute. Why are the sun rays in front of the? Damn. Okay, let me see what you've done. Hello, Francisco.
Hello.
It's Francisco in the house.
You missed Costas' rant.
Oh, you've done the other one too?
The other one? What?
The other animation that you were
Oh no, yeah, I did the whole thing, and it's just the chewing that looked weird, so I wanted to fix that up.
No,
that's
the
why
chewing
I was
is fine.
that.
I was gonna say
no. Yeah.
It might be fine. There are a couple of like frames when he goes up and down where it looks like his neck becomes a little bit thinner.
Quite possibly. When he's going up and down. Wait, let me just loop that.
He almost becomes a snake at some point.
That's because he's actually a Sneep. Oh my god, imagine if he was a Sneep the whole time. You don't see the rest of his body.
It looks like a Sneep. Jim would be super happy.
Grundy Wendy.
Okay, back to why our sun rays in front of the foreground.
So,
The what I was
how many more episodes of Old Enough did you watch?
none.
Disappointing.
Okay, I copy this.
Best
I
series
close
ever.
this. What was the rant about? Wait, how do you know? Oh, wait,
Because I
did you
literally just
specifically?
said that you
You
missed the
speci-
rants.
Who said that?
Me!
Oh, you did. Sorry, I didn't hear you. I thought
How'd you
Francisco
know? Who
went
told
to.
you?
No, I thought Francisco went to like redeem the rant, and he was like, "Oh no, what am I
Uh.
doing here if this doesn't exist?" The rant was about me dealing with client work for some commercial project.
Dealing with what? Client work? Sorry, the
Yeah,
internet
like
went weird.
dealing with fucking idiotic clients basically, and their changes that they were like like I understand when someone tells you this is a problem, we need to fix it, but then when they say you should do this to fix it, and I know it's wrong, and then I do it, and then they're like, yeah, it doesn't look right, and I'm like, holy fucking shit, I told you when you told me to do this. Like, why do I have to discover you wrong when I know you're wrong while doing this? Well, to their defense, actually, not all of them, but some of them said, yeah, we're really sorry, you guys were right, we apologize. So no one does this ever. So that was, you know, good for them. There's a mole in its hat. I thought I got rid of the mole. Nice.
Hilarious.
Thank you. That was hilarious thing. Is that
No, that's not a word.
hilariority?
Loop.
Is that the right? Is this correct? It hits, it flashes, it unflashes. Noise.
Why does my back ache so much? Oh shit, I know why my back hurts. I was working yesterday. The most stupidly annoying day at work ever.
Were you working 2 days back to back?
No, I only do Wednesdays. So work was super annoying.
Oh, Sarah redeemed.
Yeah, I guess.
Also known as Sarant.
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 So, what was I saying? Yeah, I was doing date checking because no one does date checking there. So I did a section of like the jams and pickles and stuff where I know it hasn't been touched this year, and ended up having to throw away about 20 jars of things. Super annoying. But anyway, so I was like super working at that like non-stop, and then I get asked to fill up the ice cream machine. Don't know where the ice creams are because there's work's being done on the building. So I went to like round the back. Someone showed me a freezer there, saying, "Oh, this is where the ice cream is." And it's like a really shitty old like weird freezer, and I like cut myself trying to get in there and like managed to get like 4 or 5 tubs of ice cream out, and then take them all the way inside, start scooping out the ice cream that's in the other tubs that's almost empty and putting them into pots. Then I finally get all the ice cream in. Then I get told, no, like, you can't sell any ice cream. That ice cream's not sellable that I got out of that freezer. It's basically a whole bunch of ice cream that used to be in the freezer that the freezer broke down, it all melted and then froze again. So, like, it's all going to get thrown away. But it's still being kept there for insurance purposes. So I had to, like, take it all out again and then go and chuck it back in that freezer. Yeah, I was just super pissed off. And it's all like sticky and disgusting as well. I wasn't very happy that day. But I think that's why my back hurts, because I was like probably bent over sort of doing jars, like looking at dates and jars Fun, fun. Dave also spent all this time getting the dino only to free it.
Why do the sun rays not follow the background?
Sweet. Now Sarah can wear the bushy white Andy Rooney eyebrows too. What's the copay on a pint of Chunky Monkey? Copay? A copay? Chunky Monkey? Wait, is Chunky Monkey a type of ice cream? What is the copay? What's a copay? Kept for insurance? Yeah, so basically I think that they can get insurance for it. The fact that their freezer broke and they basically lost a whole bunch of ice cream stock and probably other stuff. But they need to keep it to prove that it defrosted and, yeah, I guess. That it all melted. So it's proof to make sure they get their insurance, I guess. So I think hopefully they've now stuck a sign on that freezer saying "Do not use" because it should have been there from the start. Like, it's ridiculous. There's like really bad communication there. Oh man, not knowing what a copay is, what a luxury. What is it? The heck's a copay? A copay? Copay. What is that? Some poor American thing I'm too British to understand.
It's by Nicholas Copernicus. That's
what?
Where it was discovered by.
What? I don't understand.
It's really fun.
I don't understand.
It's Copernicus. It's like a.
What is Copernicus?
It's wait.
Some Greek word.
No.
Oh.
Nicolaus Copernicus is a Renaissance polymath, active as a mathematician, astronomer, and Catholic canon. Ooh, Catholic canon. What's
he was
that?
A canon? A Catholic canon?
Apparently.
He was
a canon is a member of certain bodies in Christianity subject to an ecclesiastical rule.
What are all these words?
Anyway,
he's just saying loads of dumb words.
Ecclesiastical is Greek. I'm reading Wikipedia. Ecclesiastical is from the church.
Ecclesiastical?
Yes.
What the heck?
A copay is when you have insurance that covers everything, but you have to pay anyway. Even if you're insured, most doctors visit require a nominal out-of-pocket fee called a copay. Nice.
Oh, like a copay. Copay. So if I go see the doctor, my insurance, which is quite good, will foot the $1,500 bill or whatever, but I still have to pay $40 cash. All right. That would be an ecclesiastical matter.
An eclectic ecclesiastical matter.
For God's sake.
Well, I mean, I guess the word ecclesi in ecclesiastical in Greek means like sort of like an invitation. An ecclesia is church, so I guess like, you know, the place where they invite you would be a church.
Fascinating.
Or they call you. Yep. Other than dinosaur names, I'm dropping church names too. Esoteric ecclesiastical. Let's export this one too. Let's worry about the sound later in lives.
Is the sound not on AGS though?
Should be. I'd never seen this file since it was put on AGS, so maybe you know.
Well, if
I have to change anything,
file
wouldn't fall exactly.
File wouldn't have been a video. It would have been a
audio.
Good point. Is there audio on the video that you exported?
No, well, not now, but I mean, there wouldn't be in the previous one because it wasn't a video.
No, I'm talking about now, the video specifically.
Now I don't, because I just said that I haven't seen this audio file since we put it in the game, so I don't even know where it is.
Oh, is it?
I don't even remember doing it.
Is it
probably.
Is it an audio file that's meant to match up with it? I didn't like put in sounds. Okay.
But it's also not following exactly to the PNG sequence, so I don't even know what's happening. Seriously, those cinematic sequences are going to take me 4 years to do eventually, but I mean,
Worth
they're part of the
it.
game, so it's worth it to see how it works with video right now. And I'm a little bit worried about transitioning from the actual in-game thing to the cutscenes because sometimes it might not seem too smooth, but we'll see. You know why? Because like if the game is constantly being polished, then maybe some of the visuals change, and by the time I've done the animation, I need to like update that and update all the cutscenes and re-export them. Not all of them, but you know.
Well, if, it's. Gonna say hopefully it's not too labor intensive to just update a sprite. But I mean, you have been working on that for a bit now. But you're on the second cutscene. Is it too complicated? Or like very complicated?
I actually haven't touched these cutscenes to like work on them, so sorry. So I don't remember. I remember it took a while, but
No, I just mean you're doing it right now, updating them.
it's not hard to export them now. But I mean, yeah, I guess
Well,
not.
we
If it's
leave
like replacing frames, then
cutscenes.
no.
We leave cutscenes for like the last thing to do, sort of thing. I
That's probably
guess.
what I'll do because you guys are going to be working on the game anyway, or whoever is going to be programming.
But it would be good to have a rough version in, just to, so
Yeah,
we can get
I
a
can
feel.
totally do animatics and shit like
Yeah.
that. That's going to be in the game, yeah. Because I'm going to do animatics anyway to know what I'm animating. Okay. This is done. I think we're going back to Flash now. Excuse me, Adobe Animate. Excuse me, princess. Sorry, I'm gonna switch my start screen thing to another screen.
Okay.
Saying
Is
Windows.
is
Wait, is
this?
this gonna work smoothly? Ooh, it
Yeah.
works smoothly. You didn't have to do
Can
anything.
you tell if this still looks weird? A little bit.
Let me see. I'm judging your face or the dinosaur? Ha 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 ha.
No.
That looks alright. I think before it was way more noticeable. Like now it's not super perfect. Oh, there is a tiny bit. Did you add on top of it or the bottom of it, the neck,
I've
when you
changed
were doing?
both.
It feels a little bit like the one of the first few frames or the middle frames before he goes up.
Right?
There is I wait. Let me let me try and pinpoint where. Around 19 to 18 to 20 or something.
Right?
From what I see on your timeline, it seems that it's a little bit thinner still.
What?
I
The
don't. I
underneck or
actually
the bottom?
the underneck. The underneck.
Seems thinner. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Also, it seems like
Yeah, I
you've
think I
added
see what
like
you
a
mean.
line there that keeps appearing, disappearing of
What? Where?
the on the neck, like the the scaly parts.
I can see one
Unless
move. I don't see one appearing. Let me
okay,
change it a little bit more.
that just means they were no maybe. I don't see what you mean. After Effects is cool. Let's say this. Oh yeah, let's actually behind the scenes. Let's do an OGG conversion. OGG, that sounds so OG. Open. Convert to OGG. How's the game going, Francisco? I remember you recently finished writing the end of Rosewater, which is cool. I don't know if I told you or anyone in chat here. I had a meeting last week with what is it? Like a film producer guy who's kind of interested in our film, and he's interesting to like pitch the project to like people to finance, right? You with me so far? Am I offline? What's happening?
Sorry, I was
Yeah, and
concentrating on cats.
he's gonna go to
Oh,
Cannes
sorry,
this week,
sorry.
like
I'm
a
sorry.
festival.
Okay. Huh?
You're sorry of what?
I was trying to put Carol on the desk, but her back feet weren't
Oh,
on properly, so she was sort of stumbling.
he's gonna go to Cannes Film Festival, and he wanted to pitch the game there to some people.
Ooh.
The film. Sorry.
The game.
So I don't know. I mean, that might be shit, but it's kind of cool if it happens. Get some foreign monies.
I have a kitty cat here.
I um. Francisco says, "Yeah, I'm back to art,
You
but
want
I'm
to go?
starting to worry about how long it's going to take to finish all the remaining assets. A long time, I think, is a good estimation of. What's nice, kitty?
Howie.
It's bowing. It's like, yes, this is my ear. You pet it
He's just
forever.
a bit not comfortable.
What is this diagonal pushing?
Diagonal what?
Pushing. Like,
Yeah, I
it's just
know. I
like
was holding
standing
her weirdly,
diagonally.
but she's just pushing into my hand with her head. The kitty.
Fur noise. I didn't hear that.
Did you hear that? No, don't push against the mic. Fairy Perry. Okay, I think she wants to go out. Let me let her out. Be right back.
Matthew Perry. Um. Fuck. Back.
I am back.
I'm back.
All our cat purrs are too soft. Yeah, my cat purrs loudly,
I mean,
but
you
she
have
also makes
four?
like weird asthmatic noises really loudly. The other day,
Weird what?
asthmatic, like it's like she can't breathe
Oh.
properly or something. It's weird. So I was in bed but kind of awake, and then I could hear her snoring super loudly. So I looked up to look at her, and she's awake, staring at me, making these snore noises. Weirdo.
She was awake or were her eyes open?
She was awake. No, she was awake. She wasn't snoring. It just sounded like snoring because her, I don't know, her nose doesn't function properly.
What? And the other kitty. Only 3, Davor. What are you doing? Where are the rest? Holy shit, 3 cats. Like, the most I've lived with was 2, and they were too much.
Oh.
They were usually too much when they interacted with each other. Because one of them was a bully, and he was like always threatened by the other's presence. It's like, what are you? These pettings are for me. Go away. It was mostly like with cuddles that he was getting super protective. Should I? Okay, so I animated these people, the hairy people, the old man, you. I'm thinking because I saw they were playing, and it's kind of weird how no one interacts from the earlier people.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. I think the berry lady maybe. Maybe
It could
you.
be me.
You.
Me and the berry lady. Okay.
And obviously, yeah, there's like a ton of interactions we need to put in for the Amazon saying no to like trying to use certain things.
Fun. Like what? Isn't it no? What's he has to say?
Ton of situations where we need to use that interaction is what I'm trying to say.
So you mean like programming wise, not like that we have to create new
No,
animations?
no.
Okay.
Relax.
I think she has different variations of like no as well. Right?
I don't know.
As in like voice clips. So maybe we could. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that. I mean, yeah, I guess you just pick the
Matt
right.
here, can you do that, Matt?
No, you just literally pick the right one. Unless, yeah, Matt can maybe do something where it randomizes between which ones to use, which
sound
might be
clips?
better. Yeah, that'll probably be better than having her completely say the same no if you click on the same thing multiple times.
Yeah, I think that's the thing in the demo that we never looked into the variations. Do you remember how our previous programmer in Flash he managed to like do a randomized blinking?
Mm-hmm.
Deluxe says adding more cats to a group of cats, like the sentence already, exponentially increases the catness of the environment. It's not simple addition. The animal shelter I worked in had too many cats. Oh, I didn't know you worked in an animal
Aw.
shelter. Yeah, I think my theory is usually the cat that has been there for longest will always hate the new cat. Or not hate, be unimpressed and not want to do much with it. Guys, can I show you the best thing in the world? Um, how do I show you the best thing in the world in the best possible way in the world?
Oh, don't worry, I already have my camera on. Joking.
For my face.
No, my face is on my camera.
Okay. Wait, where's my face? So look at that. I found yesterday that a version of Super Mario Land 2 for Game Boy exists, like a hack. Like put colors all over the game. Oh, there we go. See? Look at this shit. I've like played this game so much when I was younger. And it's like full, like it's super properly colored. It's fucking amazing. I feel like I'm playing my childhood game, but like completely revamped in a way. Look at this, that's so good.
Is this guy heading first?
Also, like the pixel perfectness looks so good. Excellent. Yeah, I remember I saw someone on Twitch, and they were like, "Yeah, we're playing this Super Mario thing," and I'm like, "Why does it have colors?" And I was investigating. I was like, "Why is there a colored version?" And then I found this. And I was like, "Why did no one tell me?"
Oh, why was Animal Shelter a terrible job?
Oh no!
I mean, yeah. AGS has a random function. Yeah, they've seen that. I just don't understand how it works.
It
And
just
now,
sounds
now
so
I've got
random,
I've
right
got
there.
a Matt who just waves his magic wand and he makes stuff happen.
Magic Math wand.
Can you have a look at the dinosaur again for me, please?
But no, wait. Oh, that looks fine now. Yeah, it looks fine.
Let me
Excellent.
do the reverse frames and then I'll show it to you again.
You flip, you reverse.
No, I'm
you
gonna do the
small
reverse
salad.
frames first, and then I will show it to you again, and then I'll cheat.
You hear everyone? When?
It doesn't explain it. Like, that's the thing, right, Dava. People like you just get it. For me, when I like see stuff like that in a forum that's telling me to do that, I don't know how to use it because I don't know where to put it. I don't know like how to stick that into like a script. There's like loads of things that I just don't know because I don't understand the basics of like how to do things. So yeah, a lot of the time can't do the code, or I'll just copy paste code that they've written that works and then try and adjust it to work for me, and therefore when something goes wrong I don't know how to fix it because I don't know how it works in the first place.
All right, Davor.
Huh?
Nothing. Just putting Davor in his place.
No, not at all. It's just like it makes sense to him and probably a lot of other people, but to me, who doesn't understand the basics of it, just don't know how to use it.
It's just like Davor and his abbreviations. They make sense to him, but the animal shelter was bad, says the Luxax, because the management was awful and the co-workers were also awful. Plus, I was the only man there. It sounds like Tiger King so far. The only man there that I got gendered comments a lot. Really? Oh wait. Plus, I was the only man there and I got gendered comments a lot.
Ugh.
You're a man. Men are slobs. Why is this place such a mess? You have to carry it. That's a man's job,
What
okay?
the flippin' heck? That's so annoying. Holy shit.
No, I wish I weren't in a set window and I could explain it in voices.
Oh, I'm copy pasting the wrong thing. Damn it.
See, Sarah, cheating doesn't work. You
This
have to
isn't this
draw them.
isn't cheating, Costas. I'm trying to reverse the frame, so I have to copy paste them backwards, so that he can come back up again with the new animation.
Why do you copy paste them and not draw them from beginning? That's true art.
Because you did
That's
the same thing.
true artwork.
Because you did the same thing.
Not when I was doing this tiny mouth thing. At the United States. Well, Deluxe Ducks, you're a man. You shouldn't complain about these things.
Doing shit jobs like that, though, like at least
Makes
for me when I used to work at shitty Zara, it learnt me. No, that's not the right word. It taught me how to stand up for myself. It taught me about what's shit and when people are being shit and when you just don't stand up for it.
What if he had an ex-male nurse co-worker who got all of that?
It's so ridiculous. Why doesn't this work? 10 to 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Huh. Why is this completely wrong? Have I deleted something accidentally? Also, they enforced a vegan-only workplace. One time I got written up for eating sour cream and onion chips on site. Why was it a vegan-only workplace? How is that even allowed?
This sounds like...
That's insane.
That sounds like a horror movie so far, what you're describing. Like a super weird, closed-in society that has their own creepy rules.
That's crazy.
How long do you last there?
$77. Oh. What the flippin' heck have I done?
Flipping heck of it.
Oh, am I in weird full screen mode? What is this? No! Wait, I'm gonna muck my screen up. What? Okay.
I'm gonna look at what Sarah's doing.
How do I get out of like full screen mode or something? Oh, Control F. It's like panic. I opened a new file and I accidentally went into like weird mode. And I thought I lost what I've been working on. Let's just save that. Save.
Lasted about 5 months and then was fired. They shuffled me half a day's pay on the last day.
Why were you fired?
5 months is a shit ton. I was a small non-profit with like less than 10 employees. Yeah, every time I had a job in such a place, I was like, I once had a job in a place where I hated, and I agreed to work for 2 months there only. And then after like a week and a half, I was like, this is a mistake. Maybe I can renegotiate for a month. And then after almost 2 weeks, they fired me. So I was like, thank fuck. Okay, so and then you should go back to this, or this.
Oh. First one's 2 frames long.
Well, it's not 3, though.
don't understand.
Um, oh, and this is what I want.
Oh, I copied the wrong frame.
Were you very, very happy when you got fired? Because you must have been like, first of all, I don't have money anymore, so that sucks. But then you're like, all the stress is gone.
The time when I was giving people at work issues and they were like, "Do you want to quit?" I was like, "No." I think I would have been very happy not working there anymore, but like I didn't want to that would feel like they were winning in a sense.
I remember the shitty job that they fired me. They were like, at some point, would you, how about we give you some videos to, like, it was a day job, like, I went every day. And they were like, on the weekend, hey, how about we give you some stuff to edit over the weekend? And I was like, well, preferably not because it's the weekend.
Mm.
And they were like, okay. And then a couple of days later, the boss was like mumbling, he was complaining, and he was like, well, we're really running behind because like someone doesn't want to do that stuff. Like, yeah, what the fuck, man? You're like complaining I'm not working for free in my fucking weekend because you fucked up like the whole thing.
Yeah. Anyway, do you want to have a look?
Like,
See.
it baffled me how this guy expected me to work like it was my company. Like, I didn't give a shit. Like, if he
Yeah,
he
you
was the one
shouldn't
who was
have to
getting
give a shit.
all the plus. Like, yeah. Now that I don't have money, all my stress is gone. No, Dave, I mean, no, your stress for money is not gonna be gone, but your stress for like going to work every day and like feeling physical pain because everyone's an asshole, that must be gone. City company is definitely winning as long as it employs you. This was like right when the U.S. job market was at its absolute worst, says Deluxe Talks. I was having a hard time finding even a minimum wage job with a college degree. Oh, Dave remembers that rant. Yeah. Yeah, that rant included him telling me to come to work like 5 hours after I've spent all day there at work and left at 5 in the morning. And when I told him, well, maybe I should sleep, right? And he was like, well, you can sleep. We can sleep when we're dead.
Yeah, it's
I was
like
like, what can I answer to this nugget of wisdom?
it's like at Zara. I worked through the whole night from like 9 p.m. till 6 a.m. or something like that. Probably I can't remember if I left on time, but there was still more to do. And this really really horrible girl slash woman or whatever was like
Girl slash woman,
the person in charge of
devil slash
calling her a
human,
woman feels really weird. The person in charge of the stockroom, and she
a
was
woman
like,
girl.
I was like, all right, I'm gonna go home now, and she's like, no, can't go home. You haven't finished. Like, we haven't finished. Delivery still needs to be done. This was when it was super freaking hot, and a girl had already fainted from the heat
All
and
right,
had to go home, so they were down the person as well. And I said, nope, it's like 6 o'clock.
literally.
My shift's over. I'm going home. Bye. And like, they couldn't make me stay.
How long have you been working for?
How long had I been working there for at that time?
On that night, yeah.
Oh, I don't think the time how long I was working for masses. It's more so it was throughout the night to me. I can't remember if we
Well,
started
if they
at
didn't
9.
finish, surely that was their problem, right? I mean,
Yeah, it would have been like 8, 9 hours.
you were working for 9 hours in the evening,
Yeah, 9 p.m. through to 6
and
a.m.
they wanted
Something
you to
like
stay
that.
more. That's not
Yeah,
even
no,
okay.
exactly. And I said, no, hell no.
How can you not be? Well, you weren't finished because one person fucking fainted, and you obviously didn't, think about
Yeah, it's not my
organizing this better.
responsibility. Not my responsibility. Plus, it was off the shop floor. Not a problem. Just finish it down like in the stock rooms. And it's not my fault that she's in charge of it and has to stay, and she's
Yeah,
horrible. If
exactly.
she was
That's
a
what I'm
nicer
saying.
person, then maybe I'd consider being nice and staying.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But fuck no.
No, you usually like the
That's the thing. I learned
the
to.
reason people do overtime, in my experience, is because they kind of like their co-workers and they don't want to like have them, be in a
Or
more
need the
fucked up
money. But
situation.
yeah, yeah.
Or need the money, but yeah, it's like I don't think fear is a good motivation. But if you want to help your friend, because not working means they're gonna get fucked, then
Mm.
you're like, yeah, sure, I'm gonna help you because they know they're gonna have your back. But then again, it's not like a good thing to be in a job where like you're afraid of the boss and everyone's working together, like working more and more and more and more. But
I
they
kind
they
of
only do it so they can help their friends, and then
I
it's
kind of enjoyed that situation of standing up for myself once I learned to do it. The fact that I had the power to just walk out of there and they could do nothing about it,
yeah.
other than hate me and
Davor
maybe
says
be more
TV's
horrible.
employees can sleep when they're dead. He included himself too, but then I was thinking, even if he includes himself, this is your business. Like, you can do whatever you want with it. You cannot sleep and keep working on it. I don't have to. Like, it's
No.
not. I'm not gonna get any more money or anything else from a shitty. Even the shitty kind of job we're doing. It doesn't even. Holy shit! Yeah. Like, you're gonna get richer. You're your fucking wife, and who she was presenting the show. Then I was working, and
Are you
I'm
happy
not
with
gonna
it?
get anything else.
Are you happy with the dinosaur? Other than lack of sleep and being unhealthy, is what you'll get out of it.
Lack of sleeping and healthy. What?
You're saying that they're getting money out of it and you're getting nothing except for unhealthiness, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I thought you said, "Are you happy with the dinosaur?" Did you
I
say that?
did, I
Or
did, and you continue to
what?
talk
How do you
about
mix
that.
two sentences in one?
Because you continue to talk about that, so I was continuing with what you were saying. Now look at the
I like
dinosaur.
it. Maybe you have the dinosaur stay a little bit hidden, and then he comes back.
Oh yeah, no, no, forget about that. That's not part of this. This is the sprite that goes in. That's the programming side of things. If that's what you
Do you
mean.
think they should? Do you think they should blink? I know it's a loop,
um,
but can you randomly have like one more layer of like a frame that's because like
that
you copy
sounds
pasted this to loop a
annoying.
few times, right?
Yeah.
So maybe you can have like a closed die frame for one random time, and then not random, like you pick
Sounds
it.
super annoying.
Yeah, I think Deluxe Stacks for a job to be shitty, it like almost always comes down to the boss being an asshole.
Yeah, if your management's good, it makes it a whole lot better.
That's why even though I was complaining about this job, I really appreciated like I really appreciate them being you know like actually apologetic after they made a mistake, because that was kind of cool. No one does that ever in my experience. When I worked for an employment, I saw so many shady employers doing shady things as Deluxe Stacks. I was like, this management thing is a really bad system. Well, if we just have a benevolent dictator, we don't need democracy, right? Yep.
Why is the small dinosaur a different number of frames? He doesn't go down. He just stays there constant. Oh no, he does. Is it not exactly the same as the big one?
I mean, I copy pasted it, so it should be.
Oh, it's not. It's 55 frames. Oh, because you didn't make him come up at the beginning.
It's an up and coming dinosaur.
Where is he? Is he like there?
I never added him, and I think if you copy paste, his placement should be automatic, or
Doesn't
no?
quite work like that. And no, that's does not look like.
And
They look
no,
like they're
no,
in.
no, no, no.
They look like they're in the same place.
I would say okay. Right. Yeah. Okay. I would maybe have
Yeah, I'm gonna move them.
the front the bigger dino would probably have him a little bit further to right,
Yeah,
perhaps,
that's what I'm
and the
doing
other
right
dino a
now.
bit further to the left.
That is what I'm doing.
Well, I'm behind in timelines.
Big dino.
I'm behind in time. I can't help it.
Oh, it's nothing to do with that. It's Oh, jeez, I can't even see him. I hadn't started doing it. I was like visibly, at least.
Oh, gee whiz, Louise. What?
Dino's a bit um
You sizing him down?
not visible. I mean, not visible enough.
Oh, right, because of the program. You put them higher up. I don't know. Well, sorry. Okay, so I think you went way too low.
Whoa.
And on the. You're never gonna see that much black in the screen, right?
I don't know. This it doesn't matter. Like it can be changed around in AGS. I'm just trying to get the
Okay.
position okay. What the hell is like some jaw hanging around? There we go.
Is that your official position?
Okay. Ah, what the heck? Oh. Okay, let's try and copy paste.
Cheating time.
Hmm?
Cheating
Oh,
time.
cheating. What the hell is this? Oh, it's a hat. Yeah, I don't know how easy this is going to be. Why
Easy
is it not
peasy
even
lemon
pasting?
squeezy.
Well, apparently not. Oh, I could actually just duplicate the layer. Okay, big dino copy, a small dino. Oh, Deluxe sucks says, man, work is so tedious today. Y'all are good work buddies, keeping me company. You too.
Yay.
You
YouTube.
too. YouTube?
Yes.
Oh, I'll be right back. I hear a cat.
When you hear a cat, you leave everything and you go to the cat. Yeah, my week deluxe stocks on Monday and Tuesday. It felt like a full week of work for me. And then like from Wednesday, it started selling more. So I need this. I need this. Feeling that the luck starts one of those days where nothing compiles and there's no resource. Turn around. I say hi. And then I go back to my apple. I think that's too many times to say hi. And then scrunching back the apple. Copy, paste this.
Hello.
Sorry, here's a cat. See, drops everything and runs the cat. As life is intended.
As is my want.
As is Davor's want as well, because he has 3 cats. It's triple want. There you go, Sarah. Hi.
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 I'm saying hi to you. Hopefully it doesn't look like I'm saying it to the people who play the game, but the Amazon's kind of standing next to me, so...
Oh, because you're very looking straight. Yeah, I don't know. I think it should be okay.
I think it's okay. Oh, it was Davor's want, it seemed like.
What? The heck?
I'm gonna have to put that line in every game from now. That and Lieutenant. What?
I don't understand. I've duplicated the layer of the small dinosaur. Of the big dinosaur. I don't know.
Alexa says,
Okay.
and a lot of the data. Oh wait, I missed the live. I'm stuck. Right now, I am building a new identity for someone which sounds cool, but mostly it's just recording lots of records, but with slightly different data. And a lot of the data goes back a long way in time to periods with lots of fighting with ancient code. Sounds like the plot of the Matrix so far, what you're doing. Hey Cora, what's up?
Hello. Okay, I've got him flipped. Now I just need to make him small.
Flipping Hex? Oh yeah, who was here for Curse of Monkey Island? What do you guys think? Oh no, Matt has to go. Bye, Matt.
Bye, Matt. Oh my goodness. Have fun times.
Enjoying the rest of the stream. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm animating next to the stream. Ooh, the stream I'm working on has no water. It's dried up. I like how Matt drew like the dried up stream as well. Like under it, he put like texture on the. So if we ever want to draw up stream, we have this option. Hi, Matt. Bye, Matt. Says Cora. Hey Matt, when you were making the Feria game, was your official title a Matador?
Matt's gone.
Maybe he's not gone. Maybe he heard that.
Okay.
Davis is finally a good Monkey Island game. Exactly. Although from your, are you joking? Because from your experience in life and art styles, I would say you would love the first one. You would be like, what is this? Colors? Voices? Oxax says, no, it's just a long convoluted process because they never bothered intending it. Should be done. It should have been. Okay, I'm saying hi, so that's good. Uh, your mic is super low. Hey, Hybrid Cactus. Is that my mic or Sarah's mic? I mean, Sarah hasn't talked for a while, so maybe mine.
Hi, hyped cactus. And why is why are you the first person to
I put
say
a
it?
bit
I
louder now,
don't.
but
It
oh, this is fine
sounds
for
fine to
me.
me.
Okay. Why am I not loud enough?
It's the audio levels are fine on my side. I don't understand audio. There's always issues. 4517. Your volume is down. Okay, good.
Thanks for fixing this for us, Hybrid Cactus. Hey. Your image is a bit dark. Oh wait, I haven't turned on my screen.
Menu dino one dice.
Wait, where's the other? Oh, it must be here. Mouse. Um, where's the berry lady? Berry lady.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
4517.
I'm so confused by this turn of events.
45. What?
Honestly, I think
Oh.
Monkey Island 3 writing jokes are a tier above Monkey Island 1, which is like multiple tiers above Monkey Island 2. Well, actually, I think I liked a lot of the humor in Monkey Island 2. I think that was kind of like Monkey Island 2 was maybe funnier than the first one, I would say. But Monkey Island 3 is the king, obviously. Because a lot of the jokes like also happen from the animation, which also happens from the second one. Like the second one has a lot of like gags from being animated. Yeah, the ending where and those a lot of the Monkey Island 2 puzzles are their weird convoluted things between multiple islands that often make no sense, like framing Kate capsize. Yeah, that was a bit weird. You frame her just to like get her something from her folder.
And then she says nothing to you afterwards. Like,
Yeah. Also, there's like a bunch of. I mean, it does say when I catch whoever did that, I'm gonna kill them, and you're like gulp. Um,
yeah, but no. The fact that you set her free, it feels like you should have got some more of a reward from her
yeah.
for setting her free.
What mostly infuriates me in those games is like they give you so many items on purpose to make it more complicated.
Yeah.
Or as a party scorpion in Stream Avatar systems. As like Nathan's avatar is always cursed to dance.
Copy. Pasty. I think I finally done it now. Okay.
Hey Nathan, summoned Nathan from the dance, keeping up for a while. Nathan, when are you gonna share more stuff from your game that's not super secret teaser stuff? When is the day coming? Wait, what? Where is that? It was the berry lady. Hopefully soon, says Nathan. Pushing myself a lot. No, I know that. It wasn't implying laziness. You seemed like you're working like a crazy amount of time. Dipper says having red herring hotspots can be interesting because you're interacting with stuff and getting feedback. Red herring items are just an endless stream of no from the player. Yeah, I agree. Red herring items are annoying. I like hotspots that are not necessarily to complete the game, that just give flavor and text. I like that too. Flavor text is somewhat a factor in Theropods though. Not so much. No, it's not. But I mean, right now I'm animating people waving hello at you, and that's flavor animating, I guess. It has nothing to do with the game. With solving the game. I can't. Where is it? It's barely there.
Alright, Costas, what do you think?
I think that was a pretty good joke.
Okay.
You will adjust the colors. Yeah, that's pretty good for size down. I mean, it is and it isn't. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I was
He looks a
trying
little
to...
sad, but I think he works. It looks like his back is flat, the back of his neck. Maybe that's placement though, right? No? Yes?
don't worry, it's fine.
Something tricky about Theropod design. Yeah, we still try to have some like cool interactions and stuff, but on the other hand, it's kind of a relief not having to write jokes and dialogues just to explain items. Most of my thoughts on it are recklessly bloating the animation workload. Maybe it's here. Maybe writing in perfect tides was so good. Missing berry lady. She be? How could she be? Look, she should be here, but she's not. Let's see, let's see. So. This guy is that. This is that. This is that. This is that. Ooh, something hidden here. Wait, what? There she is. Oh, you drew a different hairstyle now, so I have to.
You're just drawing her, like the hair's not going to do anything. Like, just don't worry
Then
about the
you
hair.
never gave her Marge Simpson hair. Um, not sure what she should do. I guess say hello to you.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, princess. Where are you? Fuck. I'll need some more water, so BRB. Thanks. Wondering if I should have a dumb name like Perilous Night if I'm making the jam in the same universe as they were. Well, if that's your want. He fell right into that trap. You can do what you want. As is. How about Perilous Calm?
Is calm the opposite to wild? More like
Yes.
tamed. Hairless tamed.
Perilous Calm is sort of an interesting phrase by being paradoxical.
Hmm.
Nathan with chasing static, and then he was like, "Oh, I didn't realize that." As in like static, as in like standing still,
Yeah.
but at the same time you're chasing something. It was a very clever name. I just had no idea exactly. I will claim the cleverness and everything else. That was like people finding their deeper interpretations of the story, and you're like, "Yep, that's exactly what I wanted." Oh, flipping heck! What was Amazon's campfire hotspot for in the demo? Did we miss something? No, that shouldn't have been there.
Oh yeah, it shouldn't have been there. Basically, I
See,
think whenever you
they were
put
super got confused with that part. It was
whenever you,
like, I must do something. There, go on.
whenever you put an item into AGS, I think it automatically makes it clickable. So yeah, it's hard to like remember to take it off each time.
Ooh,
What
Deluxe X
is
won a copy of Capia, which
what
you
is
already own, right?
what is Capia?
It's a game. It's an indie adventure game.
Nice. Is anyone here itching to play a Capia? What is it like? Costas, do you know?
I mean, I do, but how am I gonna explain?
With words. Okay, go.
It is a game. Well, I figured that was it was. Oh, Dave was talking about. I figured it was an intro puzzles, probably intentionally simple. Of course, it wouldn't be something. Plus, on the condition of leaving it a nice review. Capia is actually, let's see, how are the reviews? It's kind of 3D, and by kind of I mean exactly 3D. Oh, it only has 21 reviews. Shame.
We'll play it, right? Will we?
It looks super. It doesn't look. It looks super like polished for a two people team, from what I see.
Ooh, only two.
Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't look like it sold very well. Yeah, it looks mega 3D. Interesting.
Do you want to play it?
Oh, voice acting and all that. 3D point and click, most apocalyptic. He plays a little girl and a grandfather. Oh, he plays both. I mean, sure. If we do this, then we're gonna be playing it on stream.
Yeah, of course. I'd be up for playing it, and obviously we'd review it.
How long is it,
so.
Deluxe Lux? Actually, all the reviews are positive. All 20 of them, that is.
When did it come out?
January this year. Took me about 5 hours my first playthrough, so that's a couple of streams. Oh, nice. It must be two devs, right? Like I remember a lot of posts on Twitter. I like how the first person in the village you see is Matt snoring. It's funny because the way you guys have placed him there, you kind of like walk down to see him and then you discover the ladder.
Yeah.
Well, I see a post in about Monkey Island 3, like from one of the creators on Twitter, and he's saying one of the features we added to Scum for Curse of Monkey Island was the ability to dynamically control the speed of audio file playback. This allowed Guybrush to suck helium anywhere in Puerto Pollo. His voice starts high, then slowly returns to normal. Oh, and apparently, if you drink a cocktail later on in the game, his voice can become deeper and lower.
What? How does that make sense?
I don't know. I guess it's. Deluxe explains the homebrew feel like a killed made by grandma. Maybe not perfect, but it's cobbled together in lots of interesting bits. And smells of garlic.
Why? Did your
grandmas do.
grandparents smell? What is that a Greek thing?
I would assume
because of tzatziki and whatnot.
I would assume. No, but like garlic is like a fixed like thing in like most of the world's like
No.
cuisine. I would assume. Yeah, it
Oh
is.
no, yeah, no, but that's not a fixed thing of what old people smell like.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe when they cook.
I'm pretty sure that's a Greek thing, unless anyone can like vouch for that.
Please, everyone, vouch for that.
Garlic. Was your grandmother?
Shitty hair that you're not gonna use.
Is your grandmother a vampire?
If she was, she wouldn't be using garlic, was he?
Oh no, that's true.
People smell musky.
Musky, yeah. Like garlic.
What's musky? And musketeers.
Do you not know what musky is? Wow, I don't know how to describe what musky is. How do you describe musky? What is musky in like the dictionary?
All a masking.
Oh, you're asking as what?
Musking.
No, it does not work.
Yeah, it's perfectly good word that works. Great. Oh wait. Tasting Static is approaching 250 reviews. Noise. If you're interested, I will send the key of you guys over Discord. I'll leave it up to Sarah. But thank you. Thanks very much.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always up for
She's
playing.
the one who's gonna be playing it after all.
I'm always up for playing new games. I've no idea what it looks like.
The thing is, we're gonna play it eventually, but the thing is, in our list of games to play right now, we have Escape from Monkey Island after Curse. Maybe Tales. Do you own it, Sarah?
Do I own Tales? I have a feeling I have them on DVD, which isn't useful, or like CD. I don't remember if it came in with the pack of games that I bought. Well, we'll have a look.
And after that, we're playing a Sierra game, which we said.
Yeah, well, it doesn't have to be. Like we could play that game first, but if it's
But
gonna
Nathan,
help them.
hopefully your game. I mean, it can pick up again on Halloween, right? Or not? Unless you release some new version of like a pumpkin in it or something.
A
You know,
pumpkin.
pumpkin version, and then you just add pumpkins around.
Halloween version. It has a pumpkin in it.
Yep. The pumpkin pop, and then you update it and you name it the pumpkin pads. Nice, good.
Yeah, it's the curse of narrative games. It makes sense for like it to die down.
Oh, you consider that on once? Okay. Another person saying hi. I made an excellent joke in our Discord server about our game.
When?
I want to share because there is a part in our demo where you're it's not like a spoiler exactly because it's not a puzzle, but your dad, like the Amazon's dad, helps her to get the spear from like a statue, and to get it, you like there's an animation where he's like she like steps on his shoulders and then he raises her up and she picks it up, and I was like maybe if she steps on him, that's her stepdad. My excellent joke.
Mm-hmm.
There you go, everyone. Stepping it up. Oh, thanks for the claim. There we go.
Terms and courage.
My cards unlimited. Yep. Oop. And I want to drink coffee, but then I don't want to fuck up my sleep, so sure.
Decaf?
I have decaf though.
Decaf's the answer.
Huh?
Decaf is the answer.
Yeah, I do have that. Maybe after I finish this animation. I actually don't know what else I have to do after this.
The old lady keeping
Oh
you
yeah.
on the background.
Should I tell Dave what we thought of?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, it's no spoiler. Yeah, Daver, because you got confused and I mean, not your fault, and you went back to the cave when you had to stay and solve the old lady puzzle. We were thinking of adding a reaction from the old lady when the Amazon tries to leave and go back, so that the old lady like goes like, "Arr!" And then she kind of like points at you and points at the jug or something, so that you're like, "Oh, I can't leave. I have to help her." doing my inventory UI and it's a nightmare. Oh, your game has inventory? During this live, so take some notes. Inventory in adventure games, what's that?
Jeez.
That's one of the criticisms that Francisco got when people were like, "What is this? Doesn't have an inventory. How
Not a
can it
real
call
adventure
itself an
game.
adventure game?" How was your experience, Sarah, with sizing down things and then retouching them?
Good, thank you.
Shots fired, says the Lux Lux. Getting strong broken sword vibes.
Getting
How
strong
does the
broken
old
sword
lady know
vibes
you
with
can
what?
fix it? It's a fixable. Why is she crying? I don't know how much sense that makes. Well, she's an old lady and she needs help. I mean, that's like saying, why would an old lady tell me to help her to cross the road? The road is right there. That is, they were asking why do old ladies need help. Also, what's the best solution to like put a wall there and be like, oh no, how does this wall got put there to block my
Yeah, I kind
exit?
of rather it be physically blocked off, but I really don't know how. So,
It really, I don't think it can happen within the logical way. If you really want to change things, I guess you should break up the ladder. No. Why would we break the ladder? I know you don't need to go back, but then you reuse the ladder later on, so we can pitch it. We can pitch in and send Grunislav a strong broken sword vibes t-shirt. Can be like, I made rose water and all I got was strong broken sword vibes t-shirt. You don't think we need to change that? I don't know. I mean, we need a way to block you from going back so that it doesn't get confusing. I think, especially with actually she blocks the way after she finds the jug, so that you don't go look around for the kids for hide and seek there. That works, but also like what also like I thought that you should do this is because you try to go up where when the old lady like the reason she's there is to block the way the old lady, but Sarah, you can walk behind her as if she's not there,
sorry,
so
what?
maybe she also by complaining.
I didn't follow what you were saying then.
You can walk behind her when she's broken her jug and you haven't fixed it,
You can't walk
as if
behind
like
her,
you
or
can
you
go
shouldn't.
to the oh
So we
I
need to
mean they were
delete
dead.
more walkable area.
Yeah, they were dead. You could totally go behind her and close to the exit
Okay,
and
okay, cool, cool, cool. Are you saying that we should block remove the walkable area behind her?
either that or we can the animation I'm gonna do for now where she asks for help, it can be re-triggered when she's trying to go up the Amazon.
Nah, I don't think she should be able to walk behind her.
Okay. I wonder when they're gonna start with the tickets for Adventure X. It usually happens what in June, July. That's
Oh, I sneezed. This dinosaur looks ridiculous.
not his fault. He was born this way. You gonna change his color too?
Hmm?
You're gonna slightly change his hue as well?
Oh, I don't know. They just need to finish drawing him first.
As is your. Okay, there's a happy lady waving at you.
It's a deep voiced dog outside barking. Can you hear it?
No.
It's on your side. He stopped now, I think.
Oh. So far away. With a subwoofer.
There we go, he's barking again.
Yeah, no, I can hear.
Oh, you
Yeah,
said
that
you
was one of
couldn't.
those.
Cossus's best friends, the dogs of the neighborhood.
Okay, what the? No!
What's wrong?
Turn me into a dog while I was gone. Okay, there he goes. Just exporting this. Okay,
You what?
I'll start exporting these so I can do something in the next 3 minutes. That's actually useful. Don't think I'm gonna have time to think about the old lady at the moment.
Yeah, it's a bit of a big one, probably. Right. Let's delete this. I think I'm done. Obviously, the animation will be offset,
Yeah.
but it's not going to be offset here.
Well, this will upset me.
That's why I'm telling you now.
I'm already very upset and I haven't seen it.
Synchronized dino munchers.
The fuck? Range should be 0. 1. Okay. Export. Yeah, it's correct size. Save. Go to blah 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 bleep blop bloop. Chapter 1 Village Invasion. No, it's Invasion. Chapter 1 Pixels? No. Chapter 1 Village. There we go. Villagers. What's this very nice lady called? No, where is he? Oh, Villageberry Lady. There we go. Berry Lady. Hello. And then we go to export. This. Save this. Goes. Goodbye. Next. Next is me. Be me. Paste me. Hey Sarah, do you know what day it is this Saturday?
Saturday. Let me guess. It's. Oh, yeah. I don't know what. No? This Saturday?
Yeah, no. Yes.
The 28th.
Exactly. Which is not the 28th.
What?
28th is next Saturday.
Oh, this Saturday. But which
Yeah.
Saturday are you talking about? This Saturday?
Yes.
Is the 21st. Very nice.
Yeah. Do you know what it is in lives?
Yes, it's a Saturday.
Yeah, they're in this lives.
No, just tell me.
First of all, an obvious trick question would be that's it day of mine, but also, it's my name day.
I was gonna guess that, but I feel like your name day's happened already, but it's not. You mentioned someone else's name day. I was literally gonna say your name day or somebody else's name day, because like that's what like, it's always someone's name day in
I
Greece.
was,
Flipping
yeah,
heck! Why didn't I
I
guess
thought you
that?
would be. I thought you would be inclined to guess that, but it
Yeah.
was a trick question. I expected you to say Utsi Day, and
First,
then
I
you
was
would say
gonna
no.
say your birthday, but I was like, no, it's not time for that yet.
I'm pretty sure I explained to you guys what a name day is, but
Oh, here we go
feel
again.
free to. I can do it again if you want,
Mm.
or Sarah can, from what she remembers.
A name day is a day in Greece where you celebrate that it is your name that day by
Yeah, but
buying everybody food and drinks.
no, wait. Yeah, but the way you said it, it sounds like no matter what your name is, you celebrate it.
Oh no, obviously every day has a
Your
name.
every name actually has a day, the other way around.
Every
So
day
like
has a name.
Costas,
Monday, Tuesday,
it has
Wednesday.
its own day. Um, for to celebrate Costas's. All everyone named Costas, they're like, yay, I'm called Costas. Happy. Unfortunately, Costas is like one of the most common names in Greece. So me, along with half the population, have the name day. And it's not just Costas, it's
I swear we
also
talked about this last stream.
Callan's. I'm pretty sure we talked about it at least last
Yeah.
year. I
No,
assume it when your
no,
mom was
like
giving
super
you.
recently we talked about this. This is why I thought it was already
No, no,
like
no.
your name day had already happened. Because we talked about it like last stream, last Thursday or something like that.
Maybe, may. I assume it's when your mom has given up hope that she'll ever be able to give her noisy baby away, and she caves in and has to name it. Yeah, but that has happened some time ago.
What the heck? 12 and 13. They're so similar that it looks freaking weird.
The dinos?
2 frames.
Oh. Okay, who else? Let's go to village.
You know what? Why don't we
Who
just
else
keep
is hello?
these as
Sarah says hello,
events?
so let's get Sarah. Oh, where is he? Doesn't he hello?
Did you not make me say hello?
I'm pretty sure I did. Oh, there you go. There are 2 Sarahs. Okay.
There are 2 of me? What the heck?
Yeah, because I placed it in the new spot after that, and
You didn't like move it?
no. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Okay, have a look at the synchronized dinosaurs.
Let's see. But Sarah, these are synchronized. It looks like it has a gap between his teeth. Yeah, it looks cool. Look cute.
Okay. I'm gonna be right back. Oh, it's only 10 minutes.
Bye.
I'm gonna be right back.
Bye, goodbye. One. Export and gift. Don't all toothed jaws have gaps? Uh, yeah, but with the pixel perfectness, looks a little bit enhanced. What am I doing here? Chapter 1, villagers. Where's Sarah? Teeth aren't like watertight next to each other. Thanks, Davor, for the explanation. That's exactly what I meant. Why is this dinosaur not teeth perfect? Where's Sarah? Villager Sarah. Hello. I'm writing Perilous Wild sequel. In writing Perilous Wild sequel, the question is: do you deliberately avoid using the word once, or just lean into it and let it? But the thing is, oh no, that's the word once, right? Refuse them. I mean, if it's a sequel, you have to, right? You have to throw in a couple of lieutenants. Also, it would be nice to play your game without being super skilled at throwing dice in the correct manner, like we were last time.
I.
Check out chat. Deluxe saying.
Don't all tooth jaws have gaps? Teeth aren't like
Yeah.
watertight next to each other. In writing Perilous Wild sequel, the question is: do you deliberately avoid using the word want, or just lean into it and let it happen? It's too late for me. It's basically an Easter egg at this point. Just roll sixes, cost us.
Yeah, I'm saying how if we're gonna play the second one this time with a dice actually like not being perfect. What can we say? We're so good at this game. Let's get some.
The little dino's cute. And I did a lot of changing to it, by the way. Didn't just cheat.
Yeah, I saw. I saw the cheating you did. Enhanced cheating.
Enhanced cheating? What the hell?
Hey guys, what do you think of this grumpy grandpa wave?
Huh. Is it? It doesn't look like he's moving, but it works. Like it's like a.
Keep it drawing. Read the ye old book.
Yay oldie. There's a really cool pub in London called Yale Chester Cheese.
Where?
In
Have you been there?
London. I don't know actually.
I haven't. The one that has a tree inside that you keep going on about. Is that the one?
No, I don't keep going on about that. That's not a pub. That's like a. I don't know what that is.
It was a pub. We went with
Yeah,
Matt there,
I
right?
guess. I think it's because the first time I went there, it was a club in a sense, and I didn't enjoy myself. No, it's a like an old looking pub with like straw on the ground and everything. It just looks super cool.
Oh, is that so? When you order Coke, then you just go to the ground and you pick up a straw from there.
I mean, don't know how you're gonna drink
Excellent
Coke
joke.
with that, but yeah, if that's what you like
Excellent
to do,
joke.
that's what you can do.
An excellent joke.
Well, like a guy in Farnham where it's like he wanted a Pepsi Cork. Do you remember that? No, you weren't there. I've told people this over and
You
over
were telling
again.
me that.
Yeah, he kept asking for a Pepsi Cork, and I was serving him, and I was like, no, sorry, he wasn't asking for Pepsi. He was asking for a cork. And I was about to get him a cork from a wine bottle because I was super confused. But he then says Pepsi cork, and I still didn't get it. And Sarah was mouthing the word Coke from behind him.
Yeah, but also
And then I
there's not
realized.
Pepsi Coke. There's Pepsi Cola and there's
No, Costas.
Coke.
Costas, this is his way of trying to get me to know what he was talking about. Because Pepsi and Coke are pretty similar.
Yeah, but they're ordering two different things. So I'm
No,
saying cola.
no,
Cola is the common
Costas. He
thing.
wanted a Coke, a Coca-Cola, a Coke. His way of trying to make me understand. I could not understand for the life of me what he was saying because he had a Welsh,
Yeah, but his
Scottish accent.
explanation
I don't
doesn't
know which
help.
one it is. It should have helped, but in my head the word cork was stuck there because that's all I could think about because I was
And
serving
you tried to
alcohol.
find a. You were trying to find a glass bottle that has Pepsi in it, so you can give him the cork.
No, Pepsi confused. I think it was straight after that I realized it was Coke when Sarah was mouthing the word Coke from behind him. Okay.
Deluxe Dogs. Not only London pubs have fun names, all pubs in the UK have fun names. Funny names.
Whoa, in some parts of the US, any carbonated beverage is referred to as Coke. What the heck? That's crazy.
But
And
you guys
confusing.
call them sodas. That's super confused me. Like for a while, I was like, why are they asking for a soda if it's like a Coke? And then I learned about soda is all fizzy drink.
What kind of color do you want this dinosaur to be?
Coca-Cola. Ha! There we go.
You're looking at it. I made him a
No,
light
but you said what kind of cola?
color. Yeah, not
Sounds
cola.
like cola.
Color.
Wait, I'm trying to find the old man in my files for like 2 minutes now, staring at my screen.
Wait for
Where's the
it
old
to that
man?
sucks. No, God, please, no, no. Yeah, that's insane to call everything Coke.
Oh, there we go. Old man. Hello. Oh yeah, and the hair couple. Should I be looking at your stuff or?
That would be nice.
I mean, why is the first frame different color? What's going on?
Oh, ignore the animation. I'm trying to change the color. You can see
Oh,
it.
you're asking me about the color then?
Yeah.
Uh
It had it more blue before.
yeah. You know, I also think the front one is a little bit way too saturated for this background.
Yeah, sure.
The back one, I think is fine. I like it.
The back Wi-Fi is fine. That's what I heard, but it's not what you said.
Say Wi-Fi.
Yes, what did you say? The back one is fine?
Yeah, the back one is fine. Ooh, that's a very interesting graphic explaining where they call it pop, coke, or soda. I get pissed off sometimes when I go to like whatever, like a fast food joint, and I'm like, and I'll have a Coke, please. And they're like, oh, we only have Pepsi. I'm like, I don't fucking care. That's what I meant. Like,
Were you the one just saying now how they're two entirely different
I know,
things?
I know, like, I know they're asking you because like you're.
Some people,
like street people in
I
the
think
world.
some people get annoyed if they're given a Pepsi when they ask
Yeah.
for Coke.
I wouldn't.
Then again, if they put it into a glass and don't give you the can or the bottle, will you be able
Yeah.
to tell the difference?
No, that's the Pepsi test, isn't it? Got to go. Have fun, folks. Says Daver.
Bye. We've got
Isn't
to
the
go
Pepsi
to...
test what Pepsi did, which is like basically giving you to try two identical looking Pepsi or Coke like glasses, and then people went mostly for the Pepsi one.
Oh, really?
Because apparently they discovered that Pepsi's like people enjoy the first gulp more,
What?
but then with Coke they enjoy it throughout, something like that.
Super weird. What do you prefer?
It's like the way it hits you on the first gulp, maybe it's more like on the long run. It's kind of every gulp is kind of cool. I don't know.
Right. Costas.
You guys know the Pepsi thing? Yes, sir. Sorry, I
Before,
have one more thing to export, but
huh?
I have
Yeah,
one more thing to export before we.
very nice. I'm trying to say before we go, do you mind helping me fix the color of these dinosaurs first? I've just switched flux
Okay.
off, and oh my god, it's bright. It's hurting my eyes.
Yeah, I think it just needs to blend a little with the background. Okay.
Like that?
No. I.
Sorry, the internet's being awful right now. What
Oh,
did you
you're
say?
changing it now.
What did you say?
Oh, it's using the hue now. I mean, I don't know. I'm like way behind, so I just see it moving.
It's on -7, -26, -24, if you're able to read the numbers.
No, I'm not because they're cropped the screen.
Oh, you can't see that? Oh, it's behind my head. It's not cropped. Okay. But does that look any better to you?
I think compared to before, yeah, definitely.
Sorry, I couldn't hear what you said. What'd you say?
Yes, I like it.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, Deluxe has heard the same thing I saying, so good.
About the pet, the coke, the pet, yeah. Oh!
What?
I don't know, I sound like a crazy person. It's like about the what, and then I just dropped something. Yep. Cool, we're on the same page. So you want me to wait for you to export that?
Yes, please. Oops, his fingers.
Seriously, I prepped so many other animations to do today. I was like,
Okay.
I finished this dinosaur animation already, but obviously it needed touching up, and I did some touching up, not on
Yeah, but
stream, and
didn't seem
was
like you were
getting
slacking though.
frustrated.
You
No,
were
no,
pushing
that's
it.
what I mean. I was working non-stop pretty much, other than the points when I got up and at the beginning when we were talking. It was
And the
stupid
40
dumb.
times the cat wanted to come in
It
and
was
out.
stupid dumb tiny tweaking, which was just really annoying to do. But yeah.
Well, it's the opening
But
screen.
but
It's
I'm
worth it.
glad I didn't have to redraw that tiny dinosaur
Yeah.
fully, you know, from scratch.
It's all and it works.
What did you say?
All you need to do for animations is size them down and it works. Just a little bit seating and everything's fine.
It's
Okay,
not
we're the villagers. Becker, fire, hair. There we go. Hair. Villager,
So
hair. Hello.
I still need to do this guy painting, which I think I've pretty much done.
Oh yeah.
Alright, I need to finish doing his paint, and I need to draw his clothes and put some shading on his body. Then there's this one of villagers chatting more, which I need to do. And that's it, other than all the stuff you're going to give me. Oh, that's a good point. I'm not actually going to be able to work on the game this weekend. I need to tell Matt that.
Okay.
Because I'm going to Bristol to see Sarah.
Oh. Nice.
Unless I do some on Monday. Or Sunday when I get home even. Or Friday morning. No, but he might be working on it. I'll check with him.
I'm done.
Good job. Right. We're all done. Okay, let me put Flux back on. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us.
Oh, wait, what? Oh. What's this Greek thing appearing on my screen?
What is this Greek thing appearing? What?
Okay. It's gone? Yeah.
What is it?
Uploading channel was just like appeared on my flash screen.
Yeah.
And then I clicked on the flash and it was gone.
My internet's kind of dying now, so it's perfect time to say bye. Have a lovely weekend. We'll see you on Monday. Bye bye.
Bye 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 bye
Bye
bye bye bye bye bye bye bye. No. I didn't fix that Greek thing.
Just got back
Bye.
to my face. Well, we're going.